Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And on this hashtag Transformation Tuesday, we have a true healthy voyager with us today, Carolyn Scott Hamilton. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Congratulations, by the way, on Global Kitchen, the release of this amazing cookbook. Tell us about it.
Well, I wrote that cookbook to kind of go along with my travels. So it's a bit travel log, a bit cookbook. I'm a vegan chef and I travel the world. So every chapter is a different region or country. So I've taken traditional foods from those places and plant-based them so that no matter what your special dietary restriction might be, you can still enjoy those global foods. So whether you traveled someplace and you loved a meal and you can't really eat that anymore, whether you're gluten-free or diabetic or whatever it might be, you can now have it. Or if you grew up with it, something like that. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to put all these together?
Oof, I kind of had a little bit of a backlog of recipes, but then as I traveled, I would take meals that I really enjoyed on my travels and write it down and then take them home and mess with them.
So what do you think is the most obscure place you traveled and the most obscure dish that you made plant-based?
Let's see. Well, I've been to almost all 7 continents will be achieved this year, so I'm going to Antarctica. I'm sure I won't be eating anything but snow. But, I've been to the North Pole and I ate Thai food, which is really bizarre. That's kind of a really popular thing up there. I've been to Kenya and I remember thinking, oh, I'm just gonna pack my bag full of protein shakes, and it all came back with me. I ate so well. They really cater to a lot of different special diets there, so nothing too obscure, but I was just in the Czech Republic and I had some vegan versions of skvikova, which is kind of like a goulash. So,
I have to admit, like, I am not fully vegan. I would love to be. It seems so overwhelming to figure out how to get the protein in, and it just, like, I feel like it takes so much education. Do you break it down really easy? How do you, I mean, if there are ingredients all over the world, then it's going to make it even more complex.
Yeah. At the beginning of the book, there's a glossary that tells you what you should stock your kitchen with, some basics. And then, of course, some of the things are pretty labor intensive, like croissants. You're not going to make croissants every day. They're really hard to make, but there are definitely things there that you want to keep for special occasions as opposed to daily cooking. But so it's a mix of the two.
Being that it's the summer season, do you have any special summer recipes or tips and tricks in Global Kitchen?
Well, you can summarize pretty much anything in there. And then on my website on healthyvoyager.com, there's always seasonal recipes. Like right now I have a lot of alcoholic sorbets and
sounds fun.
Cocktail popsicles. So
That's
yeah,
not going to be vegan. Just go straight
that's
for the
just go right for the booze, right for the booze.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have to say, the book, of course, sounds incredibly interesting and fascinating, but so does your life of travel.
Yeah.
How did you create this life of travel? And
Well, I've been traveling my whole life. I was born in Colombia. I've been all over the world growing up. And then because I was traveling for work, I decided to kind of create a resource for people kind of like me. It started out, that was the germ of the idea, to help people who had dietary restrictions travel the world without having to worry. It's since evolved into a full lifestyle. So I cover sustainability around the world, adventure. So I'll jump out of planes and I'll swim with sharks, and then I'll forage in the forest in the Arctic Circle and bake something with a local. So I'm really kind of covering the scope of health and wellness in a different way than just culinary, which is kind of how it started. And now it's, I've been everywhere and I still have everywhere else to go. And yeah, I love it.
It sounds like so much fun. I have to say that, how do you do it out of a suitcase? Like how do you, it's a lot of work to travel and get all your stuff together for shoots. And
It is. Yeah. I have friends that, they're like, oh, I just travel with a carry-on. I'm like, I can't, because all my camera gear's in my backpack. Can't check that. So I'm all all about the packing cubes.
Wow.
packing
cubes.
Oh, packing cubes. That's
my
the
secret.
whole
Nother-
thing.
Yeah.
Come back on the show.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll
Talk
do a
about
whole
that.
thing about packing cubes and all my hacks and tips and tricks. Yeah.
Oh,
We'd
well,
love
thank
that.
you so much. Your
Yeah,
journey
yeah.
is truly an inspiration. Please tell everyone where they can get the book and find and follow your journey.
Yeah, healthyvoyager.com is where you can find everything about me, all my recipes. You can buy the book on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. And I'm Healthy Voyager pretty much everywhere on all social media platforms.
I think I want to go on a trip with you.
I know.
Let's do a Healthy Voyager.
But she just had to do it right.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.